Welcome to Play to Win, where we play to win. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Cam. This week we're playing cEDH with SPICE8RACK.
Hello everybody, it's me, SPICE8RACK, coming at you through a Dutch angle. You can find me on YouTube at SPICE8RACK. I make video essays about Magic the Gathering, politics, and sometimes other things as well. I've been working on something very, very big for the past, half a year. So sorry about the upload schedule.
This video is brought to you in part by Dragon Shield. Use code PLAYTOWIN5 at the affiliate link down below for 5% off to help support the show.
And check us out on Patreon to support us directly and get awesome extra perks like access to the only Cam's video where I draft Arena, and that just went up this past week.
So we have Spice on Tough Unk says tap that. Nate on Kilo. I'm playing TYMNA DARGO. Mardu Summer is back. A list submitted by our patron Cornell Wild. And Cam is on TYMNA Malcolm Tempesto. A list submitted by our patron SC Phillip. I need stickers for my deck, but Cam has stickers. I don't have stickers.
Sensational.
What do we got there, Cam?
5 is your highest with Unassuming Gelatinous Serpent, but you also did find Train Blessed Mind, so you do have the Mind Goblin option as well.
Yeah! Any pre-games?
I don't believe. Nope. Nada.
Cool. Good luck. Have fun. Take it away, Spice.
Let's kick off with draw a card. Wow, it's been so long since I'd played a game of Magic. I have to double check. Snow-covered island. Mana Vault. You know what? Who mulliganed to the lowest amount?
I went to 5. I went the lowest amount.
Cool. I'm going to pay 2 life and Gataxian probe you. Why not?
It's with me. Okay, yeah, sure. Here's what I got. Can you see them? Do you know them?
I do know them. Yes, yes, yes. I will draw a card. Pass the turn.
I will draw. Play March Slides. I'm going to crack it. Go to 39. Tundra. A Chromox. Imprinting Force Will. And pass.
Draw card. Verdant Catacombs and pass.
Well, I'll get a draw. Verdant Catacombs. I'm going to cast the Chrome Mox too. I'm just copying everyone else.
Wow.
I have no original thoughts. Cyclonic Rift underneath it, I think. Pass the turn then.
Untap and upkeep. Draw. I'm going to play this Ancient Tomb. Clever Conjurer. Tap Ancient Tomb. 36. Cast Arcane Signet. And cast Silver Myrrh. That's going to be my turn, Reno.
End of your turn. Prologue to Priority Assist.
Let me get my poison counter for my little cat bag.
And I'll draw a card.
This is the first time that Infect has been relevant on the channel, I think, ever. So that's what those little light green numbers, that's poison counters.
Untap, upkeep. I will draw. I'm going to shock in this Hallowed Fountain. Take me to 37. Cast Mox Opal. Voltaic Key. I'm going to cast Kilo. Go to combat. Cameron for 3. I have a trigger. I will proliferate all the poison counters. And then I will pass.
In your end step, I'll fetch now. Go to 39. Find a tapped Blood Crypt. And then I'll go to my turn. Untap. Draw card. City of Brass. I'll lose another life. Go to 38. And I don't think that y'all are playing a lot of clones, but y'all blue decks, so you might be. I'm going to cast this Voice of Victory and hope I don't give the game to somebody else. Pass my turn.
On your end step, I will crack my Verdant Catacombs. Lose another life going down to 36. Find my Undercity Sewers right here. Here's my Surveil. Keep it on top, and then I'll go to my turn. I'll get a draw. Flooded Strand as my land, and I'll crack it right away, going down to 35, and find myself a Tundra. Just because it's really funny that that's what Dylan said, I'm going to pay 2 for a Mockingbird X equals 1.
That is funny. Yep, I have regrets.
It'll enter as a Voice of Victory, Grafdigger's Cage, and then I'll pass the turn.
Yeah, so this is one of the foreseen possible issues with Voice of Victory. Jamming them early is that I could potentially give it to somebody else. And now Cameron has this card, which is pretty good in his Malcolm TYMNA deck too, so that sucks. But I'm on a mulligan to 5, and I'm also a TYMNA deck, so I kind of feel like I need to do anything I can to get some card advantage, just a little bit risky. That's okay.
Also, this Grafdigger's Cage is what I kept on top of my library with the Surveil, and I just wanted it because I figured you're on Underworld Breach, Nate's on Underworld Breach, and it's probably at least going to be okay against maybe something that Spice is going to do.
Untap, choose not to pay the mana for Mana Vault, so I'm going to take A damage. Draw a card. Tapping Ancient Tomb, going down to 33. Play UNCTUS, Grand Metal Attack. Tap Clever Conjurer, untap Mana Vault, trigger on the stack, draw and discard. I'm going to discard this Pongify. Untap Mana Vault. Pass the turn after that with an amount of mana open and 4 cards in hand.
Untap, upkeep. I will draw. Play City of Traders in my land for turn. So I have a trigger on the tap, but I'm going to, because I'm improvising, War of Invention. Everybody goes up 1. Switch my library. I'm just going to go with One Ring. Activate the One Ring.
Stalker. Pass turn.
So Nate doesn't get protection here because Whir of Invention put the One Ring into play and he didn't cast it, but he does have a key out, which means he can tap the One Ring extra and draw cards a little bit quicker. So that's pretty good, especially with the Commander Kilo proliferating those counters on the One Ring, so that's even more cards.
Actually, yeah, that is going to be really good.
Yeah, it's a lot of cards.
End of your turn. Wizard cycle Vidilcan Aether Mage. Search up an Apheto Alchemist.
This is an Adu card.
This is, okay, this allows for tapping.
I think you'll find it's an UNCTUS card.
Untap. Draw a card. Scalding Tarn as my land for turn, and I'll fetch. 37. Find Plateau. City Brass, go to 36, and I'll cast TYMNA. Go to combat. Cam with the Voice of Victory, and I have 2 soldiers to make. I'm going to send one of them at Cam and then one of them at Nate.
I'll take it. Block one of them.
Cam goes to 34. Nate goes to 36. Main 2, I will lose 2 life and draw 2 cards with TYMNA. Go to my end step. These go away. Pass my turn.
Get a draw. I'll cast TYMNA 2. I'll swing my Voice of Victory bird over at you, Dylan. So I'll get 2 1/1s coming at Nate then.
Yep. I'm down to 34. I go to 33.
TYMNA trigger. Lose 2 and draw 2 on my second main. Down to 32 myself. Otawara as my land for turn. Cast this Lotus Petal. Move to my end step. Sacrifice these 2 tokens. Pass a turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw, and then I'm going to take a damage from the Mana Vault. 32. Tap Ancient Tomb. I'm down to 30. Manifold Key. Cast Banishing Knack. Put that on my Silver Myr. 2 life from UNCTUS to turn it into a blue creature. 28. Tap Silver Myr. Bounce your commander, whose name I can't remember, Nate.
Kilo.
Then go to draw and discard. Thank you, UNCTUS. Discard this Fairy Mastermind. Tap Manifold Key to untap Silver Myr. Tap Silver Myr. Bounce the One Ring.
Bouncing the One Ring.
I will then draw and discard. Discard Vizier of Tumbling Sands. Tap Clever Conjurer. Untap Silver Myr. Draw and discard first. Discard this Brainstorm. Untap Silver Myr. Bounce your Chrome Mox. I will discard this Born Upon the Wind. Soul Ring. And that will be my turn.
I think Nate is the correct and obvious target for all of these banishing knacks because he's got the card advantage. And even if Spice tries to bounce the Voice of Victories, we're just going to get Voice of Victories right back.
Right.
So I think this is a better use of their resources here.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. But now Nate kind of has to restart over, and all the things are just in his hand. So Nate can just like get right back into it, and we're in the same situation next turn.
Untap. Upkeep. I will draw. Chromox. Get an imprint. Sink into Stupor. Play Kilo. Go to combat. Dylan, we're going to swing at you for 3. There is a proliferate trigger. 4 poison counters, and I take 3 then. Go to 30. Go to second main. Fairy Mastermind. The key to untap Kilo. Play my land for turn. Scalding Tarn. Crack the Scalding Tarn. 33. So for that 1 second. Manifold Key. Pass the turn then.
Can I do an end step thing if Dylan doesn't have anything?
Yeah, I pass Hunt and Step.
I'm gonna copy someone else's idea again. I'll cast Fairy Mastermind.
I'll go to my turn. Untap. Draw card. I have no more good attacks, really? I'll let you attack me. I won't block the demo. Why? We also get Mastermind triggers. Okay. I only have 1 card in hand. You know what it is.
How about this? If it's the same to you, can you let me make a creature? If I attack you with Voice, can you just block one of the tokens in and then just take 2 and I'll draw 1 card and we both draw? I want to put Dargo into play. This is not a win. I don't have a win here. Now I'm going to try to use it to disrupt the table a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
All right. I'll attack you with Voice. 2 warriors, both coming at you. So blocking 1, and then you take 2 damage.
That'll put me at 31.
Second main, I will draw a card, go to 29.
Fairy Mastermind triggers.
Get a draw 2.
Bloodstained Mire, and I will fetch that also. Go to 28. I'll find Badlands. Sticker Goblin. That's 5 sticker. I'll make 5 red mana. Let's put Dargo onto the stack. Let's sacrifice the Sticker Goblin and this token, which means it costs 3 mana. I'm going to spend 3 mana here, having 2 left over. Cast the Dargo. Go to 27. Burnt Offering, sacrificing the Dargo. 4 black and 3 red, going up to 5 total red. Cast Talisman of Hierarchy. Goblin Bombardment. I'm going to Red Blast UNCTUS.
Unk is gone.
And I'll recast Dargo. Pass my turn. I'm kind of just spinning my wheels here and trying to buy a little bit of time. I have almost the things I need. I have a Goblin Bombardment. I have the Voice of Victory. I just don't have anything else to do. So I'm trying to just disrupt the board a little bit just so I can survive another turn cycle.
Draw a card. Hallowed Fountain. Lose 2 life to have it come into play untapped. Malcolm. Go to combat. I'm going to swing the Voice of Victory over at Dylan. I'm going to swing TYMNA down at Spice, and then Nate's going to take this Fairy Mastermind attack. And then when I attack, I'll make 2 soldiers that I'm going to send at Nate as well.
I take 2 down to 26.
Taking 3. Block 1 of the tokens with Kilo. 28.
I'll go to 26.
Gain 2 off of TYMNA, so I go up to 32. Second main. Down to 29 for my TYMNA trigger to draw 3.
I'll draw.
Pass the turn then.
Lord help me. Untap everything. Draw, take a damage from Mana Vault down to 25. Taking 2 damage. We'll attempt to recast the Unk. Pay 2 life. Make Clever Conjurer a blue artifact creature. I'm going to tap it, untap Mana Vault. I get a draw trigger off of UNCTUS.
I would like to respond to the UNCTUS trigger, though.
Technically, the Mana Vault should still be remains tapped, because right now there's an UNCTUS trigger, which is on top of the untapping which is on top of the untapping that you're responding to. So the Mana Vault should be tapped. It doesn't really matter. Spice doesn't use the mana until after anyways.
Orcish Bowmaster here.
Nice.
I have a Fierce Guardianship here.
Ooh, I have a creature, though.
Oh, it's a non... Oh, I've been unked. I can still save it. I can win her back. I'm going to tap Manifold Key to untap an artifact, which is going to be Silvermere. Oh, I really should read my cards. Okay, yeah, that resolves.
I will have its ETB trigger target the Gnome Untapper.
This is the UNCTUS trigger.
And then I'll deal your dude another damage.
I have a very mastermind on that.
Oh my god, me too.
Discard this Flooded Strand. I'm going to tap Silvermere for 1 blue. I'm going to use the colorless, tap Manifold Key to untap Silvermere, tap Silvermere for 1 blue, tap Mana Vault, cast Sink into Stupor, and bounce your Orcish Bowmaster.
It's gonna get joined back to my hand. Nate and I get our draws.
Gonna have to pass it.
Oddset, upkeep. I will draw Painted Prism with 2 Sunburst counters on it. Cast the One Ring. I'm going to draw a card. Go to combat. I'm going to come at Spice. I have a Proliferate trigger, so I will do the Infect counters. Counter here, counter here. Go to second main.
I have a Fairy Mastermind trigger on your One Ring draw.
Manifold Key to untap the One Ring. Tap the One Ring. Draw 3. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw card. Combat. Dargo at Cam, Voice and Timna at Spice. And I have 2 Voice of Victory things. Those will also come at Spice.
Block one of the tokens.
Before damage, I'm just going to sacrifice the 1 token to the Goblin Bombardment to deal a damage to Nate's Fair Mastermind.
Puts me at 17.
I'm at 22 then from your 7.
Main 2, sacrifice this token to the Goblin Bombardment to try to deal damage to Fair Mastermind. And then I'll draw my 2 cards. I'll cast Gamble. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spice, you're our guest. Would you like to decide?
I rolled a 1. Make that a 1.
This card, Static Prison. I'm going to lose a life and I'm going to cast Trouble in Pairs. Pass my turn.
Get a draw. Ancient Tomb is my land. Go to combat. Dylan has no blockers up right now.
Nope, just a Goblin Bombardment.
I'll make you do that if you want to. Here comes Timna at you, and then I'll swing 3 creatures down at Spice. The 1/3, the 2/2 flyer, and then this 2/2 orc. I get an attack trigger with my voice. Now let me ask you this. They're not declared as attackers, so I could have these come at Dylan?
Yep. Yes.
These both at Dylan then.
Trouble in Pairs is not going to care about this because, like Cam said, these aren't declared as attackers, which is what Trouble in Pairs is checking for. So even though there are more than 2 creatures attacking me, they weren't declared attacking me, I think.
I'll block the Orc Army, and then I have to take the others.
3 that you'll take, and Dylan, you're taking 4?
I'll go to 19.
I'm down to 14.
A Malcolm trigger, which will make me 1 treasure. Tim the trigger as I go to my second main. Well, I should have gained 2 life, back up to 24. My Tim the trigger goes off, and I'll lose 2 and then draw 2.
I will draw a card off Trouble in Pairs.
Whatever. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Cast a Ranger Captain of Eos. I'm gonna go find a Spectral Sailor. Goes to my hand. I'm just moving to end step. Discarding Arid Mesa, Changeling Outcast, and Polywog Prodigy.
I'll go to draw, take a damage from Mana Vault 13. Going to 11, Clever Conjurer is going to become an artifact. Tap to untap Mana Vault. I will have an UNCTUS trigger on the stack.
I think I have to respond. Lose 2 life to float a colorless and go down to 20. Cast Orcish Bowmaster here. Its ETB damage be dealt to the mirror because it's a 2/1, right?
It's pumped. It's a 2/2.
Oh, yes, it is a 2/2. UNCTUS, my boy.
You know, I'll target the... I'm still going to target the mirror then anyway.
I'm drawing,
I have a Trouble in Pairs trigger.
so I'm going to be discarding this Mystic Remora.
So I'll have the second damage be dealt to the mirror.
With that on the stack, I will simply tap the mirror to add a blue to my mana pool.
Then I have this draw.
Third Bowmaster trigger is going to go at the gnome.
Untap trigger here. Tap this Soul Ring. Untap Clever Conjurer. Clever Conjurer, I'm going to tap to untap Manifold Key. Trigger. I will draw a card.
Another ping on your little dude once your discard happens.
Mox Opal getting discarded. Untap trigger. Untap him. Tap Clever Conjurer to untap Manifold Key. Draw a card. Discard Cavern of Souls.
Third damage to the gnome then.
Hey, you know what? I will. Thank you. I will tap the Ancient Tomb going down to 9. Manifold Key, untap Clever Conjurer, tap Clever Conjurer, untap Manifold Key, draw trigger from UNCTUS. I will discard this Lotus Field.
Ping off the gnome.
The gnome is no more. Untap Manifold Key and cast a Fetter Alchemist. And that's going to be me.
Untap, upkeep. I'll take 3, 125. Agatha's Soul Cauldron.
I'm going to respond to that Fierce Guardianship, that Agatha Soul Cauldron.
Right, I'm not to blast it.
Trouble in Pairs. Nate's second spell for turn. I can draw a card. I draw 1 card.
Bowmaster trigger. Target Voice of Victory.
I'm gonna sack it in response, but yeah, I won't kill the Bowmaster. I am. Shit. I'll just tell you what I'm thinking, even though I probably shouldn't. If I shoot Nate's commander right now, it incentivizes you, Cameron, to ping off my 2 guys, so I use them to finish off his commander. But if I just ping off one of your things, when he goes to draw cards, you're gonna just finish him off there.
If you can ping Kilo, I'm pretty incentivized to have some other targets go over to Kilo, though, too. I would say that, I think.
You can do 3, so could you pressure his?
That's what I'm thinking. I have to pressure. Yeah, I'm going to sacrifice my Voice of Victory to try to deal 1 damage to your Voice of Victory, Cameron. Your copy flying Voice of Victory.
Yeah, sure. That sounds good. I got a damage on my Voice of Victory.
Yeah, this is stupid. I don't think I should be doing this here. Voice of Victory has 3 toughness. There's no reason to like throw it away yet. I want to do this. I want to start trashing your board somehow. I don't necessarily want to get rid of the Bowmaster because you can get rid of the other stuff with Bowmaster that I can't get rid of. But I just didn't need to like pull this trigger now. I could have just continued to wait a little bit.
I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Flusterstorm, the Red Blast, and there's 4 total Flusterstorms since Storm was 3.
I'm gonna deflecting swat a Flusterstorm to a Flusterstorm.
Pact of Negation.
Oh, baby. That's another Trouble in Paris trigger for me. Cam gets a Bowmaster.
I'm gonna hit Kilo.
This gets countered. I'll cast my own UNCTUS. Dylan, Kilo's coming at you for 4. I draw and discard, and I pillow free.
6 poison.
There's so much grinding going on, so much card advantage being gained, and then it goes to Nate's turn. I'm like, oh wait, the infect clock is also ticking too. Like that is inevitability is here.
Weirdly quick too. We're like coming up to it.
Proliferate the Rolling Ring. Draw a card. Discard.
I don't think it makes sense to hit Kilo anymore, so I think I'm gonna hit Dylan in the face right now.
Go to 18, and then I have 4 coming in at me, you said, Nate?
Yeah.
So I'll go to 14.
Play my land for turn. That's all I got.
In end step, I'm going to trash my board a little bit, and I'm going to sacrifice this Dargo to deal damage to the Voice of Victory clone, and I'll sack my TYMNA to do it to finish it off.
Sure.
Go to my turn. Untap. Draw a card. City of Traders is my land for turn. Cast Seize the Spotlight. Each opponent chooses Fame or Fortune. For each opponent who chooses Fame, I gain control of a creature that player controls until end of turn. Untap those creatures and they gain haste until end of turn. And for each creature who chooses Fortune, I draw a card and create a treasure token.
Treasure and a card, yeah.
Treasure and a card from me.
Treasure and a card.
Treasure and a card. Sounds great. So that's going to be 3 treasures and 3 cards that I'll draw. This card's kind of cracked, right? Like,
What the hell?
3 mana to make 3 treasures and draw 3 cards. So it's like kind of free. That's really good. Obviously, there will be some situations where someone allows me to take a creature they control for the turn, but having the sack outlet makes it so that they really don't want to do that because I'm just going to sack it before I have to give it back to them.
Yeah, so if anyone has their commander out, they're just incentivized to give you a treasure and a card.
Yeah, anything that has a commander that is like can sacrifice somehow, like Dargo can also sacrifice this stuff. I feel like Seize the Spotlight is like a great include there.
I'm gonna hit your face unless you tell me you can draw another card and you're gonna draw another card this turn. If you tell me that you're drawing another card this turn and you are telling the truth and you do, I will send the 3 damage at Kilo.
Otherwise, you're gonna irresponsibly shoot me in the face.
I mean, it's responsible. You're the one going next, and I get to untap and do.
Sure, yeah, I can draw another card this turn.
All right, I'll send 3 damage at Kilo.
Put a Cursed Mirror onto the stack. Coming in is a copy of Ranger Captain of Eos. A Ranger Captain trigger. I'll go search for my library. I'll find Esper Sentinel. A life, cast to Taro Taro. Go to 13.
Could I make a argument for why I should get the card?
Yeah, sure.
Please, 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 please.
Please.
That's my argument.
Honestly, you know what? Fuck it. You're our guest. Yeah. Spice. I'm gonna target you when it enters. You may draw a card only if you want to, and if you do, I will create a tap treasure, and I also draw a card. And it looks like you've done that, so I have a tap treasure and a card draw.
2 Bowmaster triggers. I'll send 1 at Kilo.
Yep.
And I guess I'll send the other at the Alchemist.
He's on his last legs.
Cast Esper Sentinel. I'll go to discard. Get rid of this. Starting town sucks.
On your end step, cast the Spectral Sailor. Untap, upkeep, and draw. I'm gonna go to combat. 2/2 flyer at Nate. A 1/1 flyer at Spice. Ranger Captain and a 13/13 at Dylan.
I'm down to 8.
Treble impairs trigger when you have attacked me with 2 triggers, actually, before I even block.
Cool.
Draw that card.
I would like to ping the Esper Sentinel with my Bowmaster trigger.
In response, sacrifice it to the Goblin Bombardment to ping off your Orcish Bowmaster, unless you want to not kill off my Esper. If you deal damage to the blue thing, I will, after I block your big thing, sacrifice it to finish off the blue thing.
Yeah, sure. I'll target the Alchemist then.
And then I'll go to blocks. I'll Esper Sentinel on the big guy, and before damage, I will sacrifice it to the Goblin Bombardment to ping off the untapper. And then I take 3 damage. On damage, I go to 10.
It sucks, but I gotta block the big guy because I'm at 13. I will die if I don't. So like I have to do this, and on the way out, if I can work with you to get rid of something else that's annoying to me, I'm gonna try to do that.
I just cared about getting in with Ranger Captain. That was all.
Right, yeah, you just want to draw cards, you don't, right? It doesn't matter if you kill me right now.
What are you gonna do? Interact with me?
I'll make 2 treasures with Malcolm, draw 3 cards with Timna on my second main, and lose 2, go to 18.
Treble impairs trigger. You draw on your second card for turn.
Yes. I will ping Nate, because he's got the One Ring, I guess. Mana Vault. Cast the One Ring.
Treble impairs trigger for your second spell this turn. I'll draw. You have a Bowmaster?
Target Nate's life.
I'm at 21.
Cast an Imperial Seal. I'll go to 16. I'll find this card. Activate the One Ring. I'll get my draw. Pass the turn right now.
Untap, upkeep, pay for Pact of Negation, draw my card for a turn. Sensate's Divining Top. Look at the top 3 cards in my library. I'll put that on top. Honestly, the best I can hope for is passing the turn. I am beside myself with grief and rage.
Right. End of your turn, I'm going to crack. Go to 20. The event's tapped. Untap, upkeep, we'll draw. Draw 5. Treble impairs trigger for me.
5 Bowmaster triggers from me. 4 to your UNCTUS Nate, and then 1 to Taru.
You got it. I draw. Treble impairs, draw.
Another Bowmaster, I'll do 1 more to Taru.
2 damage on Tataru. To do brass. I'm going to play Relic of Legends. Cast my commander. Treble impairs trigger. I have to draw.
Nate, I'm gonna hit your face.
And then I will pass the turn. In your end step, I'm going to channel Touch the Spirit Realm, targeting the Ranger Captain of Eos.
Sure.
Then go to my turn. Untap, upkeep, draw card. Tap for 2 Marsh Flats as my line for turn. Sacrifice the City of Traders. Sacrifice the Marsh Flats and go to 9. Find Scrubland. Cast Soul Partition, targeting the Grafdigger's Cage.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm going to cast Underworld Breach.
In response to your breach, I'll flash in a Valley Floodcaller.
Pyroblast it.
Mindbreak Trap, exiling both of your spells.
Oh, Trouble Impairs trigger to draw a card. Draw that card.
Dylan, I'll hit your face.
Go to 8. All these things are gone to Mindbreak Trap. Valley Floodcaller on the stack. That's also good by me.
Boom, he's here.
I'll cast Dark Ritual. Cast Demonic Tutor. I'll find this card. I will cast Relic of Legends. Cast Lion's Eye Diamond. I will sacrifice Lion's Eye Diamond for 3 red, discarding Beseech, Imperial, Windswept, Witch Enchanter, Archivist of Agma. Sacrifice this treasure, a red. Tap this relic and this Tataru for 2 more red. Put a Dargo the Shipwrecker on the stack. Leave a red mana and sacrifice this talisman as it enters.
I'm sacking it to pay the cost.
Cast a Blind Obedience, trigger Valley Floodcaller.
Dargo comes in tapped.
Yes.
Yeah, that stops the loop. So that's it. I'm just going to pass my turn then.
Blind Obedience there is like the perfect thing. With the Valley Floodcaller, now my Dargo comes in tap, so I can't tap it for mana. With the Relic of Legends, which is the loop, I can recast Dargo over and over again, and then, but if I can't make a mana to do that, then I can't recast it, and since it comes in tapped, I can't tap it for mana.
Yeah, weird that Bergie would have done it here, but weirdly enough, the relic has this rider on it.
On your end step, Captain comes back. I'm gonna go find Esper Sentinel here real quick. Let's go to my turn. We'll untap. On my upkeep, I'll take 1 from the One Ring. Go to 15, and then Mana Vault doesn't untap, so will deal me another 1 on my draw, going down to 14, and I draw a card. Draw 2 cards with the One Ring.
Trouble Impairs draw.
Deal you a damage, Dylan. Go to combat.
I'm going to threaten. I'll try to kill your Bowmaster if you kill me.
That's fine. You can do that. I'm doing a flyer at Nate, the 1/1 flyer at Spice, and then I'm doing the big guy over at you, Dylan.
Shoot your Orcish Bowmaster now for damage with Bombardment.
Bowmaster's down.
I gotta let him know I come through on my deals. I can't be a liar. It was my only way to hopefully stay alive, and he didn't accept, so I must do it. I must kill your Bowmaster on the way out. I'm sorry.
I think that cost was worth it. I've gotten plenty of value, and look where I'm at now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm down to 7.
I'll take it and die. I'm taking 1.
Make 2 treasures with Malcolm. TYMNA trigger will happen. I'll lose 3, go to 11, draw 3. Banishing Knack, targeting my Valley Floodcaller. That triggers Valley Floodcaller, gives him a pump. I'll tap Valley Floodcaller to return Mana Vault to my hands. I'll lose 2 life, it's fine. Go down to 9. Mana Vault, triggering Valley Floodcaller to untap. I'll make 3 colorless. present a loop where I do this and make an infinite amount of colorless mana. So now that I have infinite colorless, I'll tap the Valley Flood Caller to bounce the One Ring to my hand. And I'll use that infinite colorless then to cast the One Ring, which will untap Valley Flood Caller. This will let me draw my entire deck, or most of my deck, by presenting this loop. Cast Felwar Stone, and this time I will Blind Obedience you guys. So every time I go through the loop now,
yes.
I'll pay an extra black or white mana to extort and drain the table.
With the Fellow Stone on the stack, tap Kilo for blue. To untap Kilo, I will have a proliferate.
I'd like to respond to that. I'll cast Arcane Signet. And
You're
try
only going.
to-
I'm just kidding. You're only going to 9. You win.
Oh.
I was just trying to show that you go to 9.
Nate was surprisingly close to actually infecting us out by the time, I mean, you are, is obviously we're so far ahead with infinite mana and drawing so many cards, it didn't matter anymore, but still great showing, I feel like, from both decks.
Yeah, I think so too. You do need that early prologue to Phyresis, and then you also need to like be able to survive for a bunch of other turns. But I'm sure if he had like any of the other cards in his deck that help you continue to proliferate, we probably would have been in a way scarier situation.
Yeah, and UNCTUS did a lot. You know, Spice was able to grind through a lot of their deck and look for a lot of stuff, interact with the board a ton. It was a really cool deck to watch do its thing. And DARGO TYMNA, I went for a win. I even had Red Blast for protection. I was removing stuff. I almost had it, but it was just too late. You had amassed too much interaction. Mindbreak Trap was very key at stopping both of my Red Blast for your Valley Flood Caller and my Underworld Breach. So yeah, that was huge. Well played.
I like this deck because you can kind of like sit back and pretend like you're not really threatening. You're just making some mana, drawing some cards, and then like you see everyone else getting interacted with, and most of your permanents are just like still in play until people realize, oh shoot, like you've been just accruing so much.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like to support us directly, you can do so on Patreon like our $100 patrons. Dan Nandez, Cumulative Upkeep MTG, Mr. Jerby, The Cardboard Cookbook, Penguin Man 0089, Eli the Magic Guy, David Newman, Pat Fires, Spengler, Demetrius Clark, Larceny Roars, Your Boy Blue, Sparky B, Insomnia, SC Phillip, Olden Grumpy, Zach Hartley, Reactive, Sean the Ice, Scare Bear Garrett, Mace the Ace, Luke Cook, Connor Sitbon, Joshua Day, Peter Stewart, Cornell Wild, Uncle Butts, Quadja Ahmed, Scott Hawk, and Baby Jeebus.
Thank you, Dragon Share, for supporting the show. Use code PLAYTOWIN5 at our affiliate link down below for 5% off.
You can pick up any of our merch at playtowinmtg.com.
And follow us on the internet for more content.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.
We talk about our $50 patrons next. I got these bad boys as well. We got Ash, Wayne, Z-Trep, Hunter the Warlock, John Koba, The Gaming Kinky Joe, Dan the Man, Sarcastic Roy Turner, Bill Bob, Mystic Muffin Man, Zachary Coulson, Jabaha, Dalton Poteet, Justin, Man Solo, Jan Wild, Fang Thomas Bueno, and David Nelson.
Is this the game where I accidentally made 3 treasures because I completely forgot how Malcolm worked?
I think so, but Cyrus cut that out, and it's not in it at all. We don't see it.
Just put this in. I love Cyrus.